Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with KnowledgeHut.
Hello and welcome to KnowledgeHut. In this video, we will be discussing the 12 Agile Principles which are followed in Agile Project Management. But before watching this video, we recommend you watch our previous videos on the 4 values of the Agile Manifesto, as those 4 values set the base for these 12 principles. Now that you are aware of the values of the Agile Manifesto, let us understand the 12 principles of the Agile Project Management. First principle. Our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. It's true that it takes a lot of time and effort to build a product, but at the end of the day, what makes a customer happy is a valuable working software. This is why the principle emphasizes on early and continuous delivery of the software. Second principle. Welcome changing requirements even late in development. Agile processes harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. Agile believes in empiricism. We become more knowledgeable when we have spent time working on something. In the beginning, we may have a lot of knowledge, but not as much as we have after the commencement of work. Similarly, our customers understand their needs even more clearly after seeing the increment provided by us. This is why this principle welcomes changing requirements from the customers so that the process remains empirical and the customer gets what is required to stay in the competition. Third principle. Deliver working software frequently, from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, with a preference to the shorter timescale. This principle emphasizes on the frequent delivery of product, as frequent delivery helps the development process to be more agile. With frequent delivery, you mitigate the risks in your release, you get faster feedback from the customer, and hence you can bring changes in the product before it's too late. Fourth principle. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. This principle helps in keeping the business aspect and the technical aspect of the product to the same page. When business people and developers work together, they gain a common understanding of the direction towards which the project is moving. The development team also gets an end-user view from the business side. It brings transparency and fluency in the whole development process. Fifth principle. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. This principle emphasizes on having motivated team members. When people are motivated to do their work, they produce results which can never be produced by people who are forced to get the job done. Therefore, give them the environment and support they need so that they can create superior products. Sixth principle. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. Most of the communication in a project is about project process or project content. It is crucial for the success of the project that the development team understands the right information correctly. Written communication is prone to ambiguity, whereas face-to-face conversation provide the ground for prompt clarification and quicker communication. As a result, product development becomes faster and precise. Seventh principle. Working software is the primary measure of progress. As we know that working software is most valuable for the customer, the planning of construction of the product has no direct benefits for them until a working software is not given in their hands. Therefore, measuring of project's progress should be based on the actual working software. A software is not finished when it is successfully tested and delivered. It is finished when it is tested and accepted by the end user. Eighth principle. Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Software development is like running a marathon. You have to maintain the speed, but you shouldn't run so fast that you exhaust yourself. Similarly, sustainable development happens when you do constant production of software features during a long-lasting period. Ninth principle. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Agile focuses on development of software like a craftsmanship, rather than just working on a regular task. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design helps in bringing this craftsmanship to the project. 10th principle. Simplicity. The art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. More features makes a product more complex. Complex codes are difficult to test, maintain, and develop. Sometimes products have features which are so rarely used that their development and maintenance results in a negative ROI. Therefore, it is better to create a product which does a few things extraordinarily and is completely useful for someone rather than creating a software which tries to do everything, does nothing extraordinarily, and is not useful to anyone. 11th principle. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. A self-organizing team is one that does not depend on or wait for others to assign work. Instead, these teams find their own work and manage the associated responsibilities and timelines. They take on the responsibility of choosing the most effective and efficient way to complete their work, and regularly look for ways to improve through experimentation. While self-organizing teams don't require a manager to assign work, set deadlines, and so on, they do require a mentor who can help grow their skills. Having self-organizing team promotes collaboration, teamwork, competency, regular growth, motivation, and commitment, and hence, the best architecture, requirements, and designs emerge from such teams. The 12th principle. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Agile encourages continuous improvements and productivity. When a team reflects on how to become more effective and adjusts its behavior accordingly at regular intervals, it brings continuous improvement in itself and increases its productivity. So these were the 12 principles of Agile. We hope this video helped you in taking your knowledge in Agile further.